A travel ban is in full effect until 7 a.m. Sunday in New York, while neighboring New Jersey battles floods, as winter storm Jonas battered the East Coast with life-threatening blizzard conditions. Officials announced that there were 3 shoveling-related deaths, 1 in Staten Island and 2 in Queens Saturday, as a total of 19 people have died on the East Coast due to the storm. Police responded to roughly 312 car accidents and 343 disabled vehicles across the city. Thousands who live in the coastal communities in New Jersey and Delaware are being affected by tides higher than when Hurricane Sandy occurred thanks to the blizzard. National Weather Service meteorologist Patrick O'Hara said tides higher than those caused by the horrific storm 3 years ago pushed water onto roads along the Jersey Shore and Delaware coast and set records in Cape May, New Jersey, and Lewes, Delaware on Saturday. The intense blizzard of 2016 went down in the history books for New York City as the second largest snowstorm ever, with 26.8 inches being dumped in the city. The National Weather Service first warned that the Big Apple could get as much as 28 inches of snow, surpassing the record 26.9 inches that was made in February 2006. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo issued the travel ban, which went into effect at 2:30 p.m. Saturday and will end at 7 a.m. Sunday, on city roads and on Long Island, warning that those who breach it face arrest. The travel ban issued earlier today allowed emergency teams to make significant progress in clearing the roads, Cuomo said during a press conference Saturday evening. We took a very unusual step where we issued a travel ban for downstate New York that went into effect at about 2:30 this afternoon. Obviously, you never like to disrupt transportation and commerce, however the storm was fast and furious and we believe public safety is paramount. This is a storm that is nothing to be trifled with. Earlier in the day on Saturday, Cuomo urged that people stay inside and not travel on the roads because they are truly dangerous. Meanwhile, all above-ground subway routes and the Long Island Railroad stopped running at 4 p.m. Saturday due to tracks beginning to ice over as winter storm Jonas continues to batter the East Coast with life-threatening blizzard conditions. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority revealed a revised subway map after limiting the service. Much of the service on the 4 and 5 lines in the Bronx, the A line to the Rockaways and the B, D, F, and Q lines in Brooklyn was suspended. Bus service was also shut down hours earlier on Saturday and is expected to begin resuming Sunday morning after officials assess the conditions on roadways. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Saturday Jonas was set to be one of the top 5 snowstorms to hit the city in its recorded history. He added that all non-emergency vehicles must be off the roads or drivers face arrest. He said the ban would be enforced consistently by the NYPD. NYPD Chief James P. O'Neill said more than 300 vehicles have been towed in the city. At the urging of Mayor de Blasio, all Broadway theaters canceled performances, as most nearby restaurants closed in order to send employees home. It's time for businesses to close and send their employees home. People need to heed these warnings, the mayor said earlier in the afternoon. New Yorkers should head home now. We need cars off the road so that our equipment can do its work and keep streets passable for emergency vehicles. Travel conditions are dangerous, and we want to keep all New Yorkers safe until the storm passes. Charlotte St. Martin, president of the Broadway League, said, "Now that the snowstorm has arrived, I'd like to reiterate that the safety and security of theatergoers and employees is everyone's primary concern." Meanwhile, for coastal communities in New York and New Jersey, the powerful snowstorm brings with it widespread flooding, an added danger beyond freezing temperatures, power outages, and slippery roads. Coastal flooding was reported in New Jersey and 100,000 homes were left without power earlier in the day on Saturday. New Jersey Transit had also been temporarily shut down on Saturday. The storm's arrival coincides with a full moon, meaning strong winds will combine with a high tide to cause significant flooding. The flood warning comes as many communities are still struggling to recover from the massive devastation caused by Superstorm Sandy 3 years ago. The beach resort town of Seaside Heights in New Jersey currently has a population of about 1,000, a far cry from the 3,000 year-round residence it had before Sandy, according to Borough Administrator Christopher Vez. Many residents are still unable to return to homes destroyed by the floodwater. Vaz said earlier Saturday that officials encouraged elderly and sick residents to consider leaving low-lying areas. The flooding is absolutely more of a concern than the snow, Vaz said. We can handle 6 or 12 inches of snow, he said. In Ocean City, just south of Atlantic City, crews used bulldozers to block beach access points with sand in an effort to slow down any storm surge. A number of vehicles, including repurposed military trucks, were available in case evacuations are needed.